Hi all, welcome back to my channel. It's Kristen. So today I wanted to do what might be kind of a controversial? I don't think I said that right. That might be a little bit of a disagreement in this video, but you know, we all have our opinions, we all have our own thoughts, we all have our own skin tones and our skin types. So I wanted to go over products that I regret buying. So these aren't bad products, they just didn't work for me for one reason or another, and I'll tell you why. And I'm going to start with one that, everybody loves this. Everybody. I don't know where my other one is right now, but it's the Laneige sleeping mask. Or Laneige lip sleeping mask. I don't know what it's called because I don't use it. I've used a little bit of it. I don't know if it's going to pick up like how much I've used. I feel like my lips are drier when I use this. Like, I'm a chapstick fanatic. I need moisture on my lips at all times. And so when I heard about this, I was like, this is my jam right here. This is like everything to me. I feel like it dries out my lips. And I know I'm in the minority here. But the funny thing is, the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm, I love this. I love this. This is exactly what, I don't know, because if it's the jelly consistency, I don't feel like it's that much different than the sleeping mask, but this one I feel like gives me more moisture, and it gives me more, I don't know, maybe it's that glossiness that I don't know. I can't explain it. I like this one a lot more than the Laneige. Sorry. So if I ever do use the lip sleeping mask up, I'll never purchase again. I always look at the vanilla one like, oh, I want the vanilla one. I'm like, Kristen, you don't even like the one you got. But this one I love. I hope they come out with vanilla in these ones. I want to pick up more of these. In fact, I probably used up a lot of this, but this one's better in my opinion. The next one is probably going to be a little bit controversial as well. But I think my problem with this is the color. So this is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Between this and the Shape Tape, which I also didn't like, it has those huge doe foot applicators, like this. I really think the problem here, I got a mini. A lot of these you'll find I got, well, not a lot, but some of these things you'll find that I got minis because I like to try things before I buy them. I think I got the wrong color because they don't have a lot of shades in the minis, and this is Snow, which is one of their lightest, if not their lightest, and it just, even when I don't have a little bit of a tan, it's too light for me. So I think that's the problem. I want it, I don't know, I really don't want to buy a big one to see if I like it, because I didn't like the way it looked under my eyes, and it could have been a shade issue, but I regret buying this. Sorry. The Milk Hydro Grip Primer, another mini that I bought. You can see I used quite a bit of this. So my opinions on this, I pretty much, I think I got a good opinion on this. This isn't a bad primer. I like that you put it on, it gets, you know, it's tacky. You let it sit for a few minutes, and then foundation grips to it. It does keep foundation on, but it broke me out. And I went through this really, really quickly. Like, I felt like this was $15 for this little tiny thing. Let's see how much is in here. 0.33 fluid ounces or 10 milliliters. I've gone through a little bit more than half, and I didn't use it that many times. And I only did like one pump, but I wouldn't have minded that so much, but it broke me out. So that's the reason I regret buying this. This is a good primer. This is a good primer. It is, like I said, it helps hold on to the foundation. The consistency is a little weird. You definitely have to wait at least 2 to 3 minutes before you put anything on it. Otherwise, it just like it gets patchy. But otherwise, it's a great primer. It is hydrating. It is hydrating, but unfortunately, it broke me out. So I regret buying it. This one is another, it's not so much controversial as I think polarizing. You'll hear a lot of people be like, oh, I love this. This is the best thing ever. And then you'll hear the other side going, not so much. And I'm on the, not so much. Actually, there's another part of this. Again, a mini. Whenever you can, get a mini. Because that, you know, if you're not sure about it. So I got like this mini set from Fenty Beauty. And it was the mini bronzers that she came out with. The, what are they called? Instant Warmth bronzer. That's not what they're called. Oh, Sunstalker. There we go. The Sunstalker bronzers. And then it came with a little multi-use stick in a bronzy color. Which to be fair, I haven't used this. And this would probably be a really good cream eyeshadow. It's really dry though. That might be a really pretty cream eyeshadow. But one of the reasons is I wasn't really interested in this, so that is another reason I regret buying it. I don't use it. It's pretty. It's fine. But I don't use it, so. And then the shade I got is Shady Biz. This is what it looks like. It's a super duper 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 dry formula. I find that with Fenty. Fenty's more geared toward oily girls. This is a really heavy swatch of Shady Biz. The color is beautiful. It is beautiful. It's a little light for me right now because I have a little bit of color. But the color is gorgeous. It really is. But it's so dry. It just feels dry. It goes on a little bit patchy because I already have dry skin, so it catches on to dry spots. And I don't know, it just doesn't. I reach for a heck of a lot of other bronzers over the Fenty. I regret buying this and this. I don't use this. Like I said, it'd be pretty as like a, might actually be pretty as a like a cream bronzer too. Maybe I'll give this a shot and change my mind, but I haven't used it and I don't really enjoy this, so I regret buying it. These weren't like terribly expensive because those were minis, but still. One thing that wasn't a mini, and I only half regret buying it. Only half. Is my brow blade from Urban Decay. Now I absolutely love this side of it. The pencil side of it. I love this pencil. I think this is beautiful. It works great. It's got that little tiny tip so you get really hair-like strokes. The color in, I think it's Brunette Betty. Yeah, Brunette Betty is perfect for me. I love that side. I regret buying this because I don't use this ink side at all. So it's a whole part of it, a whole entire part of the product that I don't use. I wish, you know, I could have used a spoolie. And when I got it, I was planning on using this side. I don't know, it just doesn't really work out well for me. And I realized again, I did not do my eyebrows. Oh well. But the reason, I love this side. I love it. I would probably repurchase it just for this side, but I do kind of regret it because I don't use this side. So it's kind of like a half regret. I haven't even used this. I haven't even touched this. I should probably, I haven't even opened it, I don't think. This is the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation SPF 50 Full Coverage Anti-Aging Hydrating Powder Foundation. I haven't even opened it. I got this during the 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta, and they didn't have, and they only had a medium, and I was like, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna get a tan and all that. And, oh no, I lied, I did. I must have did it. I must have, oh, you know what, this actually would not be a bad color for me at all. Okay, maybe this will return, maybe this won't be a regret. Maybe I need to just pull it out and use it, but right now, this is what it looks like. And the reason I regret it at this moment, and I may, like I said, I may start using it. I don't know. I haven't used it. Even on sale. But looking at the color of it, I might actually be able to pull it off. So I may give this a shot. I'll have to keep you updated, but right now I regret it because I haven't used it. I haven't even touched it. I guess I don't remember swatching it before, but I guess I swatched it before. I don't know. I'll give it a shot, I guess, but as of right now, I'm like, why? It's just sitting in your drawer. It's so wasteful. So wasteful. Even if it was on sale, it was wasteful. Then I have 2 eyeshadow palettes here. Now, Miss Samantha March raves about this Marvelous Mauves by Joseph Colors. And it's always been on my radar because these are my colors. Like, these are my colors. I'm not wearing it today, but very similar tones. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I've worn it twice, and I've worn it twice under 2 different eyeshadow primers. And both times, by the end of the day, my eyeshadows come off. And it doesn't, my eyeshadow doesn't usually, like, come off. And at first I thought it was the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer because that's newer to me. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to try it with my tried and true Milani. I did, and by the end of the day, the eyeshadow was creasing and, like, disappearing off my eyes. And I was like, that's weird. So I'll play with it a little more, maybe. You can only get 1, and you can really only get, like maybe 2 or 3 looks out of this. But I really regret that because I was sad. I liked this, but it started coming off my eyes by the end of the day, and I was just like, oh, I'm a creasy mess. And then my last thing that I regret buying, again, is kind of a half-hearted regret. The only reason I really regret it is because, again, I don't use it. I want to use it. I keep saying I'm going to use it. I keep reaching for it and looking at it and then putting it back. And it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. I love this. Let me preference this by saying I love this. It is gorgeous. Look at these colors. Look at these colors. They're beautiful. But they're just so bright and vivid, and I don't know. Every time I go under, I'm like, I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this bright yellow right here. And then I'm like, maybe not. I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this beautiful Mediterranean. I love this color, this Mediterranean color. Maybe not. And then I always find myself putting it back for something more neutral. And I know that's my own fault. It's not the palette's fault. The palette performs beautifully. I've done a couple of eyeshadows looks with this, and oh, they're so pretty. I don't reach for it, and every time I do reach for it, I end up putting it back, and I'm like, oh, I love this thing. I need to play with it more. So honestly, these are the 2 things that I regret because I don't use them, and it's probably my fault, and I need to, like, I need to pull them out and play with them. I need to make a mental, like, no, Kristen, you're gonna use it, you're not gonna put it back, figure it out, you know. And this, I gotta be like, just put it on your face, see what happens. But I'm also kind of scared because, again, I have dry skin, but it's cosmetics. It's supposed to be hydrating. We'll see. So those are some high-end products that I regret buying. I do want to do the more positive side of this, high-end products that I think are completely worth it. So I think I'm going to film that as well. But, you know, it is what it is. Not everybody gets along with every product. Not everybody's skin type agrees with every product. Like I said, none of these are bad products. None of them are bad products. They just don't work for me. So take it for what it is. Thank you as always for watching. Give this a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for every time I upload. And you have a great day. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.